although Satan doesn't have complete control over this world, there is still he is still worshipped by the way that people live. Satan doesn't work like God. Satan works in disorder when God works in order. So, Satan is the God of this world. He doesn't own everything of this world. Jesus does. But Satan, he kind of runs the world like as his kingdom and like how he wants it to run. Again, he's not in control, but he runs it by how he wants it to run. And one of the ways that he runs it is by trying to keep us down, by trying to keep us lost, broken, and looking for an answer. And the way that he does this is he gets us to focus on the outside, thinking that we're perfect or that nothing is wrong with us, when in reality, if we do look at ourselves, we will find that we are broken like a car that isn't aligned. All the different parts and the screws and the bolts, nuts and bolts that hold a car together, right? A car can only run when it's held together. But if a car is broken, like for say like the wheels are not aligned or the bolts aren't in place for the wheels to be aligned, or like different things like the steering wheel or the headlights and the um, I don't know, the windshield wipers. I do know, or the little stick that you use. If you drive automatic, you automatically go into place. But then with the stick shift, you have to kind of change shifts and adapt and change. And with all of that, the broken car, that if things aren't aligned, they can't run. Same with us. We're broken. We are we are broken, and like just like the example with the car. The car trying to get nitrogen or trying to get all these different things from outside sources isn't always going to help the car, right? When we want all these different things, sorry, when we want all these different things to happen within us, like we want nitrogen, or we want the best headlights, or we want the best windshield wipers, or the best wheels, the best brakes, best engine, best sticks, best brakes, best gas, all these different things. We want the best, but the best things won't do us any good if we are not aligned and working properly. And so, same with us. We are looking for a solution in here, looking for a solution in there, looking for all these different solutions, and we want to put them, and we're looking for all these different things to make us happy, to suit us, to make us better. But those things like won't do any good unless we are fixed, unless we are properly positioned and aligned within ourselves. Because it starts in here, it kind of starts in us and then spreading it outward. And the key is that Satan can't make us sin. Satan can't make us fall short. Satan can't make us. He can only tempt us. He can only try to lead us and kind of guide us away from God. And we end up doing this because we are broken and we're looking for all these, and we're trying to find a way to make ourselves better. And so, because Satan has blinded and has deceived our world, we're not aware of the things of God, and so we look to the things of the darkness of Satan as being the only option, because the things of God are hidden from us. And so Satan appears like the only option. Just like the Bible says that Satan comes as an angel of light. Satan comes looking like the answer to our problems. And he has to appear good. He has to appear good. And he has to appear a certain way, because we're all looking for our own different forms of good. And so in order to kind of tempt us and get us to turn away from, to get us to kind of go towards him and away from things of God, he has to seem appealing and kind of tempt us in that way, so that we will go and not even knowing what we're getting ourselves into. And not knowing what happens with not knowing what happens when we start to turn away from things of God and start to do what Satan is leading us to do. Right? Now, although, again, Satan doesn't have complete power, but he can tempt us and try to lead us away from God. And he has to make us want it by keeping us broken, by keeping us kind of keeping us down. And so, because we're down, we're looking for a way to get up. And we're going around trying to find all these different things to fulfill us and to satisfy us. But Satan has gotten us to look outward, to look outside, and depend on looking outside and trying and getting us in a cycle, in a loop of looking for other things, so that so that we don't end up focusing on what's really happening, on the real problem, on the real solution. And because we're not focused on the real problem of the solution, all these different things are never going to fulfill us, are never going to satisfy us, are never going to give us what we crave, what we desire, what we truly desire. The reason why we went over and started doing all these different things, and turning away from the things of God. And that is how Satan does it. He's keeping us in this loop of looking this way, looking that way, when in reality, it's in here. It starts cleansing in here and here, to like a domino effect, to affect the outside, to affect everything else. And Satan knows that if he can hit the right domino, everything else will fall into play. So he's very smart, very strategic, not smarter than God, but very good at what he does. He knows the word, and he knows how to how to use it and twist it and manipulate it into using it something for good. And so that's hold on. Yeah, so that's the word. Thank you guys for watching. Been a pleasure. Um, yeah. Hope this helps. See you later. Bye.